Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Well, I hope that you're doing well, y'all. Today is Monday. It is y'all. We getting close to the end of the month, but it is motivational moment, and I'm so excited about Motivational Monday today because it was so funny. Because one of our team members, or I'm just gonna put it out there, Amy posted something. And it was so funny because I had not seen it until I got ready to sit down to do what I'm doing today. And I was like, oh my God, we are so on the same page today. We are so on the same page. So if you're in Church Girl CEO, I hope that you saw the post. It was like, it blew me away. For those that don't know who I am, let me start there. I'm Deborah Franklin. I'm the founder and creator of Church Girl CEO, as well as Deborah Franklin Publishing. I work with high achieving Christian women to tell their story, to increase their VIP status, meaning their visibility, their influence, and their profits. And so that's what I do. So for those of you that missed her post, it says people swear they're fighting demons when the whole time they're fighting the consequences of their choices. So that's why today's motivational Monday is, did I do that? Yes, you did. So many times, guys, we have got to be so careful with the choices that we make. We have to be careful with the people that we surround ourselves with. We have to be careful with what we say and how we say it and when we do it and how we do it, because sometimes those consequences will come back and bite you in the hind parts. Or as I used to hear some people say, don't write a check that your butt can't cash. That part. Because a lot of times we're in these situations and we've created it for ourselves because of the decisions that we have made. We've created certain things because of because we decided that we were going to take the shortcut, that we were going to not speak to this person, or we didn't know how to hold on to our emotions or get our emotions in check. And that's a really how can I say this? That's a really tricky thing and a slippery slope to a certain degree, especially when they say that we're Christians and we are showing up in the marketplace, and we are ministry in the and we're ministering in the marketplace. So many times it feels like we're held to a higher standard than anyone else. It feels like that the expectations of who we are and what we do is different than someone else. And it gets to be a little nerve wracking because sometimes I just want to say, hey, I'm human too. Hey, I have feelings. Hey, I've had to go through some things that almost everybody else has too. But we tend to be put on a different pedestal. And it's like people think that they can say anything to us, they could treat us any kind of way, and we just accept it. And it hurts. And so sometimes when we're hurting, and I kind of went the long way around it. We're hurting, and then we tend to lash out on the person or on a situation that we should not lash out on. We tend to not think before we act. And so we have to know that excuse me, that our choices have consequences. And the same thing, if you really sit back and think about the situation, which is what we tend to do, not to do, if we really sit down and do a real deep dive in all the attacks that we're coming under, all the attacks that are coming at us, everything that's getting ready to, everything that's coming to you, everything that's happening around you, people talking about you, people stabbing you in the back, people using your name in vain, people using you because they think you know somebody and you really don't know somebody. people people using you for to get their own self gain. You're trying to figure out, my God, why are you doing this? I don't have it like that, but yet and still you thinking that and you're using me for that. And we have to think about, did we really put ourselves in that situation? Or my favorite one is, you feel like you're under attack, and really and truly, you made the decision to buy the car. You made the decision to buy the house. You made the decision to be in a relationship with that person. You made the decision. You saw all the red flags. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just being transparent. You saw all the red flags. You did you but you decided that you were gonna make it work. You were gonna make it do what it do when you do what it do. But in all actuality, you made the choice to put yourself in that situation. Now, have I gone through that? Absolutely. I made some choices that have come back and really bit me in the hind parts because I thought I was helping someone and I didn't listen to what everybody else was saying. I didn't pay attention. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm seasoned. I know how to handle this. I know how to talk to somebody. I know how to train them to go to the next level. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. And I was like, oh my God, clearly I do not, especially with this situation. And so then I had to think about it. I put myself in that situation. This is not an attack from the enemy, but it is a situation. Now, on the flip side of that, just know it's not spiritual warfare when God has given you a vision and he's giving you a task to do. And it seems like everything you're under attack that way. Guess what that means? You did put yourself in that situation because you said yes to the assignment that God gave you. When you say yes to the assignment that God gave you, when you say yes to do the mission trip, when you say yes to write the book, when you say yes to start the business, when you say yes to get the EIN number, you say yes to fill out the paperwork, you say yes to partner with this company, you say yes to partner with this person, you say yes to do what God told you to do. And when you do that, just know that that makes the enemy angry. That means that the enemy is looking at you like, okay, it's kind of like Job. God is like, God's like, have you looked at my servant here? So has my servant been doing what I told them to do? Have they been showing up on time? Have they been showing up with quality products? Have they been showing up with quality words to say and words of encouragement, words to get this person to the next level? Have they been showing up? And so God's like, yeah, they've been showing up. And the devil, and then he said, "Oh, you want to test them? Look, okay, I'm gonna let you test them. I'm just gonna stand back and see how they handle it." The thing is, you got to go through and keep running because those consequences of what's on the other side, those consequences of when you see what God has showed you to do come to fruition, when you see what God has told you to do. So you may be sick in your body, you may be losing time in your place. And let's go all the way back. People might be talking about you. People might be, but you know what I always say when people talk about me? You know what? I'm so glad you had time to think about me today, that you took out this time to really think about something that I was doing. So thank you. I appreciate that because when I take it that negative and flip it to that positive, it motivates me to go to that next level. And that's what I want you guys to think about today as you travel along, as you do, just like the devil, the enemy is attacking. I have not had any problems with my internet all day. And now I'm having all these glitches. So if you're seeing pauses, this is something that you need to hear. This is something that you need to hold on to. This is something that you need to strive to, that you are who God called you to be, and that you are going to be a success because those distractions that are coming, those things that feel like you feel like you're underwater and you're just gurgling water, and that you're going to at some point you can't, but just know that you are up. The water might be here, but just know that as long as you keep fighting, as long as you keep doing what God is telling you to do, as long as you keep showing up, as long as you keep speaking the words that you're supposed to speak, as long as you keep doing what you're going to do, as long as you keep focused on where you're supposed to go, as long as you keep being who God has called you to be, that water's going to start rolling down. That water is going to start coming down. And eventually you're going to be like, oh, I got my head out. I got my shoulders out. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And before you know it, you're going to be all the way out. It's going to be a situation to where you're not going to be drowning. You're not going to be gurgling the water because you stayed consistent. You stayed true to the fight. You stayed true to the situation. You stayed true to who you were. You stayed true no matter what is going on around you. You stayed true to it. Because when God gives you the vision, he's going to give you the provision. When God tells you what to do, he's going to give you the people to connect to. When God gives you that vision and when it's time to really share it, he's going to tell you when to share it. He's going to tell you who to share it with. So I want to encourage you tonight. When it says, "Did I do that?" I want you to look in the mirror and say, "Yes, I did. I did it, and I did it with God's grace and mercy upon my life. I did it, and I spoke and I encouraged myself all the way through it. I did it because God told me what to do. He showed me what to do, and I showed up. I showed up, and I showed up, and I kept showing up, and I kept doing what I was supposed to do because you are going to make it to that finish line no matter what is going on around you, and you're going to be able to speak truth to power. You're going to be able to encourage someone else. You're going to be able to hold somebody else because you got to go through your trials and tribulations. You got to go through the experiences that you go through because when it's time to tell your story, when it's time for you to share your testimony. Okay, let me help y'all out. But y'all church, I'm talking about, you telling my story, doing this, doing that. Guess what? Your story is your testimony. So when you are telling that, when you are doing that, then that's when God is going to show up and show out and do what he is going to do. Oh my God. What Amy said? Oh my goodness. We are watching Family Matters with the kids now. You got yes, I know I was corny. I know it. I know it. Because your story matters. You matter. Because when you know that you matter, the consequences that are coming around, the things that are happening around you, they're not gonna mean anything because you did make that decision. And Amy, I started this out talking about your post because you didn't know that when you posted what you posted, that that's what I was doing for Motivational Monday. That we are fighting demons, thinking we're fighting demons, when in all actuality, if it's something that God gave us, when it's something that God gave us, sometimes He treats us like Job. Sometimes He lets the enemy come. He lets the enemy give us those distractions. And I told them, I said, that doesn't matter if there's something ailing in your body. Somebody is talking about you. Somebody has showed up in your space that did not belong in your space. That's because that's always something that pushes me to know that, okay, God, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I know I done showed up. I know that I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to think about it. If I got to pivot, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to do what you told me to do because I know what the end is going to be. I know how this story is going to end. I know that, yes, we are never alone in our stories. That's right. Yes, indeed. Great minds. When we start to operate together and we are on one accord and we show up for each other, you will be amazed at how you're going to start to connect with people that are like-minded in what you do and how you handle it. So, guys, I just want to encourage you tonight to keep running, keep fighting, keep striving, keep doing what they're telling you to do. If they're telling you to take the medicine, be praying for the day that you can get off of it. If they're telling you that you got to slow down, slow down. If they tell you need to get some rest, get you some rest because my team has already told me you go get some rest. They literally, that's a whole different situation, but I promise you, I'm gonna come live and talk about that as well. But guys, I love you to life, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one, and I look forward to seeing you real soon because we're gonna be having a meetup, and I got some more stuff. Oh, just FYI, the round table that we were gonna have at the end of the month, we have canceled it. Y'all, I totally messed that up because I forgot that was graduation time, Memorial Day weekend. So let's just be real. So I was like, we're going to cancel it. We're going to reschedule it. And I will be back to let you know when we're going to do it again. But all right, guys, it's just been so fun. What is this? Oh, mention. Yes, 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 and yes. Amy said, mention the earrings. Okay, so we got a raffle going on, y'all, and we started. We got one pair of earrings. I think the bidding started with not raffle, auction. We're auctioning earrings this week. So, Amy, post if you can post that link in the comments so we can get people to know, so they'll know. So for missions, y'all, we're doing everything for missions. When I tell you God has been blessing us through this thing for missions, it's just it'll blow your mind. If y'all knew the whole and you don't know my story, that's all I keep hearing. That's all I keep hearing. That's a song. No, if nobody knows the real story behind how we have gotten things done for this mission trip that we got coming on, and we got two pair the rainbows are still at 10, and the butterflies aren't 15. I'm confused. But anyway, but no, I thought the bidding was up to 15. One of them is up to 15, I thought. Rainbow. Okay, okay, okay. So we got bids, we got open bids. Y'all can tell I don't do auctions. We got two pair of earrings, two pair of earrings. They're going, they're going, they're going. You know, that's all I hear. So okay, got it, got it, got it. That autocorrect will just mess your life up. All right, so what we're doing is that we're auctioning off two pair of earrings from Wayside's Gym. So we got that going on, and then next week we're going to be auctioning off. I might be auctioning off some services too. So she did earrings because that comes from her business. So everyone that is on the board that has businesses, I've asked them to auction off something. So what we may be auctioning next week probably will be a mug, a Church Girl CEO mug, and something else. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out. Probably Church Girl CEO mug and candle. Who knows? That's how we roll. Because we got some stuff. We got some nice paraphernalia that will be awesome, awesome, awesome to auction off. So just know that you got to pay attention. We got these earrings, and I'm not sure how long is the auction open for? Because I know it opened Friday. So when is the last day for them to jump into this auction for these earrings? Amy, because I know that there's a delay. So I'll just go out and say at least by okay. Oh, 5 today. Y'all, the auction is over. Wait a minute. 5 today. Oh, but see, this is what happens when we're on Eastern time and Central time. How about this, Amy? Can we leave the auction open till like 8 today at 8? So that way that'll be 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And that'll give people that are catching the replay time to jump in on the auction as well. So for y'all that are catching this replay, I'm trying to help y'all out. Get in on this auction, get these earrings, and let's make the dog blasted thing happen. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one. I got to get out of here. Peace.